So this is problem 1. Adelyn and Emeline are good friends. Adelyn and Emeline live 350 kilometers from each other. On the same day, they both decide to have a long morning walk. Adelyn starts walking at a constant speed to the park at 8 o'clock in the morning and with a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. 2 hours later, Emeline starts towards the park at 50 kilometers per hour. Question: when do the two friends meet? So basically, this is asking for the time. And then we can add that to 8 o'clock in the morning, which Adeline, the first person, starts to walk. So what I'm going to do is make a chart right here to help me visualize, and you should do the same when you're doing this so you can help yourself visualize. So these are, okay, this is Adeline, and this is Emeline, or Adelyn, I'm sorry. So they live 350 kilometers from each other, right? So on the same day, they both decide to have a long morning walk. So Adeline starts at a constant rate at 8 o'clock in the morning, walking 40 kilometers per hour. So 2 hours later, Emeline starts to the park. So notice this is 2 hours later. And if it's 2 hours later, by the time Emeline starts walking, how much, I'm going to ask you, how much has Adelyn already walked? So Adelyn's speed, right? Adelyn's speed. Remember, we're using the distance equals s times t formula right here. So Adelyn's speed is 40 kilometers per hour. And the time is 2 hours later. So 2 equals 80. So that means that over here, that is already 80 kilometers. That's Adeline. So this is Adeline right here, right? That's 80 kilometers. So the rest right here would be 270 kilometers. 270 kilometers. And Emeline starts towards the park at 55 kilometers per hour. So we're trying to find the time. So that shouldn't be hard, right? Using the formula we just went over, we know that if we have the speed of each person and we have the total distance, we can find out the time. So this is the total distance. Remember, although this whole thing is 350 kilometers, you do have to know that the amount that they walked together, which is only this part right here, is 270 kilometers, divided by their speeds added together, which would be 40 plus 50. 40 plus 50, as you may already have calculated, is equal to 90. So that equals 3. So that's 3 hours. So is that our answer? 3 hours? Well, no, because it's asking for when, not how long. This is how long it took, but when did they meet? Well, we know that it started at 8 o'clock in the morning. That was 8 o'clock, right? And then you have to know that this is 2 hours. This is 2 hours. And for this part, it took 3 hours. So this is 2 hours. By 2 hours later, it was 10 o'clock in the morning. That's when Emeline started walking. So that's already 10 o'clock. 3 hours later, that would be 1 p.m. So the answer to this is 1 p.m. I think, remember to put the p.m. sign, by the way. So I think that the most important part is first to being able to draw this graph right here. But I think second is actually figuring out which parts they walked together. That would be this 270 kilometers right here. And which part was walked alone by Adelyn, which is the first 80 kilometers from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. And answering the question properly. So we know that it was 3 hours. It took that long. But that's not the answer because that's not when. The when is 1 o'clock p.m. They started at 8 o'clock in the morning, which means that you add 3 more hours to 8 o'clock, which gives you 1 p.m. So thank you for watching, and see you in problem 2.